Hi guys, I hope that you're all doing really well. So today I wanted to talk about fragrances that have a very soapy, clean vibe to them. Now, for me, there is a big difference between smelling clean, smelling citrusy, smelling fresh, and actually smelling like soap, like a bar of soap. As you guys know, I'm really enjoying my fresher, clean, kind of soapy fragrances at the moment. I live in Dubai, so it's really hot most of the year. And for some reason, I feel like as I've gotten older, I'm 26 and I'm turning 27 this year. I found that as I'm getting older, I really like to smell very clean and fresh. I don't really find myself reaching for really sweet stuff anymore, really woody stuff. I want to smell clean. I want to be known as the girl that smells really clean. Maybe it's just at the moment, maybe next year I'll love fruity fragrances and sweet fragrances again. But at the moment, I find myself most of the time reaching for clean scents. So with that being said, I wanted to highlight some fragrances that actually smell very soapy, quite aldehydic, that really out of the shower, bubbly, soapy, clean, fresh vibe. So yeah, let's get into it. Starting out with the Acne Studios Frederic Malle collaboration. This fragrance is very interesting to me personally because it really has a very realistic smell of laundry detergent and soap. It's like a combination of laundry detergent and soap to me. It almost feels like putting your nose inside of a box of powdered laundry detergent. Like you even feel the texture of that laundry detergent powder in this scent. It's very sharp. The aldehydes in here are very, very sharp, so keep that in mind. Aldehydes, in my opinion, can be very overpowering in a fragrance, so it's really not safe to blind buy any fragrance, especially not with aldehydes. In here, they're very sharp, and you also have a little bit of a floral aspect. There is some rose in here, and you also have a peach note. So there is a sweetness going on in this fragrance, but it's almost overshadowed by that sharp, powdery, aldehydic laundry detergent vibe. If you really love smelling like clean soap, that aldehydic vibe, you have to check out this fragrance. To me, this smells very modern, very trendy, very chic. I really like what they did with this scent. I feel like a lot of people didn't really like this collaboration. Personally, I think it is very, very interesting. I think it's really cool and trendy what they did here. I've never smelled a fragrance that smells so realistically like laundry detergent and soap, and that is this fragrance here. This next fragrance smells like a luxury bar of soap. Imagine the most luxurious smelling soap fragrance, and that is this right here. This is Dire Woman from Amouage. Now, keep in mind, this fragrance definitely has more of a vintage character to it. There is an explosion of aldehydes in here, mixed with a lot of florals, and you also have some musk, you have some woods in the base, but to me, this really smells like the most clean, smooth, luxurious, fresh bar of soap. This is really a aldehydic fragrance through and through. They're not sharp in here. They're more smooth, almost creamy in a way, but very, very fresh at the same time. This is a very refined, clean and smooth aldehydic fragrance that to me smells, like I said, the most luxurious bar of soap. I will be honest with you guys, it took me many years to come around and actually appreciate this fragrance for what it is. I would say I only started liking this scent in the last year or so because I do like wearing aldehydic fragrances now. I would say if you still want something very clean and fresh, but you're not quite here yet, go for CL Woman from Amouage. That fragrance is beautiful, very clean, very airy, very elegant, but it's not as vintage and aldehydic as Dire Woman is. But if you are into that, you must try this fragrance because it really smells like the epitome of elegance to me. So definitely recommend this one if you wanted to smell like a luxurious bar of soap. This is your fragrance right here. A fragrance that I recently got into my collection and I'm so happy about it is Iperborea from Lorenzo Villoresi. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you want a fragrance that smells exactly like Dove cream, the moisturizer, the lotion that you put on your body, just the original Dove cream, This is it right here, you guys. This is so beautiful, so clean, soapy, but smooth and creamy at the same time. I am in love with this fragrance. It's a little bit aldehydic, but you have lots of lily of the valley in here, along with magnolia and some other white flowers in here. This is fresh and uplifting, but smooth and creamy at the same time. And to me, it really has the exact same scent as the original Dove lotion that you put on your body. If you go over the top with this, it is game over. It also could remind you a bit of like Nivea cream. It has a soapiness, but in more of a smooth and creamy floral way. It smells absolutely fantastic. This fragrance has been on my wish list for quite some time, and I'm really happy that I finally have it in my collection. I will say the longevity and projection is not the best, but like I've said many times, I don't really care about that. This fragrance is amazing, very chic, very classy, and very, very, very clean in that beautiful soapy like moisturizer way. Like you just had the best everything shower. You slathered your body in the Dove moisturizer, and then you go over the top with this. Perfection. I recently bought this fragrance and I have been wearing it non-stop since I purchased it. This is Blanche Absolue, the new release from Byredo. And you guys, I think that this is the most clean smelling fragrance that I own. This smells so clean to me. I cannot even describe it. You just have to go and smell it. I really don't think that this will be everyone's cup of tea unless you are really into those very, very, very clean fragrances. This is very aldehydic, but in quite a smooth way. You also have some florals. There is a lot of musk in here, along with some cashmeran to bring a little bit more of a skin-like, woody, kind of ambery quality. And it is just phenomenal. But really what I'm saying is that this fragrance smells pure clean. Like that is what this fragrance smells like. This smells like pure cleanliness. Like I'm really not joking, guys. I think that this is the most clean smelling scent that I own in my entire collection. So if that sounds like something you would like, something aldehydic, musky, smooth, almost creamy in a way, a little bit of neroli, you might love Blanche Absolue. But be careful because this one, I think it's going to be a love or hate type of scent. Personally, I really love this one and it lasts quite a long time on my skin. I find that I get around, I would say 6 to 7 hours of really good wear with this set with a decent projection as well. So I'm really happy to have this one in my collection. When I want something very, very clean and soapy, I'm going for Blanche Absolue. Next up, we have a fragrance from La Perla. It is not Possibilities for once. This one is Invisible Touch. Now, this fragrance absolutely has a soapy, clean, bubbly vibe, but in quite a warm and slightly sweet way. It actually has that same kind of powdery texture, like the texture of the Acne Studios fragrance to me. They're not the same, they don't smell the same, but that kind of like powdery textured vibe, it has that in Invisible Touch. This is aldehydic, but kind of smooth, creamy, almost balsamic in a way. There is definitely a sweetness in here, quite an addictive sweetness on the skin, but it still feels very clean at the same time as being quite warm. They actually have some body products from La Perla. I have the body scrub and the body cream, and the body scrub smells very similar to Invisible Touch. It really smells clean, aldehydic, a little bit powdery. It is very interesting. This one I would say as well is quite that modern, trendy type of scent. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't wear this one a lot, but I absolutely recommend it if that sounds like your cup of tea. Something soapy with a little bit of a resinous sweetness, quite warm but fresh at the same time. You will really enjoy Invisible Touch. It is a beautiful fragrance. Another fragrance that I reach for when I want to smell really clean, fresh, almost soapy in a way is 724 from Maison Franciscation. 724 is a really beautiful aldehydic, musky, floral fragrance that smells really clean and airy and breezy. This, oh my gosh, this is just so stunning to me. I have to be honest, this was a grow to love scent for me. When I first smelled it, I was like, absolutely not. absolutely not. That scent is not for me. And I remember picking it up during the Dubai summer and I was like, wow, this is a yes, yes, yes for me actually, because nothing made me feel as clean as wearing 724 during the Dubai summer when it's very humid, it's very hot, the air feels thick and heavy. This fragrance cuts through all of that and really makes you feel crisp and clean. Lots of aldehydes, but not in a sharp way, in a smooth way. You have that muskiness, you have those kind of light florals in here, and it is just beautiful. I absolutely love this one. I layer it a lot with Muscat from Elake, and I love that combination. It smells so clean and fresh and bright, and I just absolutely love this one. You can see from my dent, I try not to wear it too much because I don't want to run out and have to rebuy it because it's expensive, but this fragrance is just beautiful. Definitely recommend it if you like those more clean, airy, soapy aldehydic scents. You will love this one. Next up is the infamous Chanel No. 5. Now, I am convinced, I said this on my TikTok video, I am convinced that you start to like this scent when your frontal lobe fully develops. And what I mean by that is that for such a long time, I just couldn't at all understand why people would choose to smell like Chanel No. 5, especially in 2025. I know that fragrance is very subjective and everything, but for a long time I would smell this fragrance and I would just not understand how some people would want to smell like that. Until about a year ago, maybe a little bit longer than that, I revisited Chanel No. 5 and something just in my mind clicked. Whether it was my love for Chanel or like the Chanel fragrances, or it was just something that changed in my mind. Maybe I started to like aldehydic scents. I just started to think that this fragrance was absolutely beautiful. And now I am completely in love with Chanel No. 5. I think it is such a stunning, classic, beautiful fragrance for anyone. I think that this fragrance is absolutely beautiful. Now, I know a lot of people don't like it. I totally understand that. And actually, I would recommend to you guys, if you do not like this fragrance at all, you're like, hell no, that is not for me, I would really recommend trying the Chanel No. 5 L'Eau. That fragrance is a flanker to Chanel No. 5 that feels so much more wearable and airy and clean and fresh. There is obviously some florals in here, you have some iris, you have sandalwood, so it feels more complex, quite heavy in a way, quite rich, quite vintage, mixed with those aldehydes obviously. But in the Chanel No. 5 L'Eau, they have kind of stripped back Chanel No. 5, made it more modern, made it more versatile, made it more easy to wear and clean. And I really recommend it to you guys. It's actually on my wish list as a fragrance that I would like to buy and have in my collection, because I'm sure if I have Chanel No. 5 L'Eau, it would be worn a lot by me. But I don't need it right now. Like, I have too many fragrances. But Chanel No. 5, the original, is so beautiful. You definitely have those very strong aldehydes in here. You have a gorgeous sandalwood note. You have a little bit of that iris to bring a powdery floral aspect. There is a bunch of other stuff in here, but to me, this is really a stunning vintage soapy powdery scent. I will be honest with you guys, I mostly wear the Eau Premier flanker because it feels more creamy, more it has a little bit of a yellow floral aspect with some ylang ylang. So I really find myself reaching for the Eau Premier version more than the original, but it doesn't mean that I don't love this. I absolutely love this fragrance. It is absolutely stunning and obviously very iconic. Finally, we have a fragrance from Diptyque. This doesn't smell like straight up soap, but you definitely have that aldehydic vibe here. To me, this is one of the best from Diptyque. This fragrance is honestly one of my favorites from the brand. When I want something very clean, soapy, powdery, that is when I pick Fleur de Peau. This is a beautiful aldehydic fragrance with lots of musk and a beautiful powdery iris note. This fragrance just feels so smooth, very clean, but really powdery, kind of buttoned up at the same time. Like, this is a type of scent that I love wearing to the office. Pierre and I, we just got an office for sniff, actually. Very exciting for us. It is so exciting to me having our own office. I absolutely adore going to the office. I really love it. For me, it's the best change that's happened in my life, and having a space to work has made a very big difference for me personally. As somebody that is a huge procrastinator and has ADHD, having an office has changed my life. So anyway, Fleur de Peau to me is the perfect office fragrance. It's powdery, but really clean at the same time, and musky. It's quite dry as well, and it's just so beautiful, you guys. So I really recommend this one. I also talk about this scent being quite melancholic because it is to me. There is something gray and a little bit depressing about this fragrance, and I just absolutely love it. So if you want something soapy but equally as powdery, definitely check out Fleur de Peau. It is so, so, so beautiful. I hope that you enjoyed this video talking about soapy fragrances. I really love this type of scent at the moment, something that makes me feel fresh out of the shower in a soapy, luxurious, clean way. I absolutely love it. Let me know what else you want to see from me, and I will speak to you guys soon. Bye.